So when you have PVT and production data, you're actually ready to calculate your bottom hole pressures. The input to the bottom hole pressure is very simple. It's just a well deviation survey, so measured depths and true vertical depths versus just a number of points you have with that. You can plot the view of that deviation survey here by clicking this icon right here. And then in addition to that, you just need the top and bottom hole perforation, and that's it. Then when it comes to the actual configuration, you add as many configurations as you need versus time here. For this particular well, it's fairly easy. It's just tubing from day one, and then gas lift will turn on when gas lift is relevant. So when you provided this input right here, you're off and ready to roll to do a calculation. So the way to calculate the bottom hole pressures is just to click this button up here, calculate bottom hole pressures. And what the software does is that it goes in and calculates 4 different correlations at the same time. This can be automated with a so-called API or database connection, such that the last days here will be updated every single day. In addition to that, here we see we have some different calculated data. Let's say for whatever reason, I would like to use the Hagen Brown. I can actually go in here and say, okay, I would like to smooth my Hagen Brown correlation, this one here, and I would like to call that my custom bottom hole pressure. The only thing I'm doing here is to manually adding points to the graph by clicking this button up here to the right. And I can also drag and drop these points as I like, and also delete them by pulling them in the negative y-axis territorium. Okay, so that's how you would smooth this data right here. And if I click save now, what is nice is that you see I have an additional time series here called custom BHP. So that means that when I want to, decide which of these correlations I would like to use for my flow material balance or analytical RTA, numerical RTA, etc., where I use this as an input, I can, also pick this smoothed out version of the bottom hole pressure right here. And how you would pick which of these correlations to use in the analysis, that's set here. So bottom hole pressure to be used in calculations. So you can use the input and measured gauge pressures, or you can use any of these different correlations. Or in this case, I'm going to go ahead and use the custom bottom hole pressure.